So yesterday I had to go on a field trip because today's a busy day. It's raining too. Yuck. Well, Midwest summer, I guess. It's beautiful, but we get rain. Anyway, got a gig to do today in Lanesboro. Probably 40 people showing up. And one of our speaker stands had a little issue, so I had to run and buy these nuts.
Down on my luck, I feel like a fool. Can't shoot straight when I go shoot pool.
It was a good weekend, but it went awfully fast. I took today off, it's Monday, because, I had band practice pretty much all day yesterday. It was nice to have a day off after Father's Day. And, I've got basically a play I'm preparing for. So I've been going over the lines for that. And so I'm going to take a break. I never did get to the camper, so I'm going to do that now and set things up. Probably after the show next weekend, I'll go out and camp out in the camper. It's actually not too far, a neighboring town from where the camper is. Then I'm going to go out to Menards. I've been working on a chicken coop since last summer, and I'm going to connect it with the existing coop using some dog kennel frames. I think that'll make a good run. So we're going to go look at that. Might go look at some cinder blocks for the jacks on the camper. I did put some in place last year, but to get the right height, I still have to put in some plastic risers, and they're okay for temporary, but the concrete pavers are even better. And so, it should be a pretty good day. There's some of the spoils from yesterday's parades. And it's kind of funny. Cozies are awesome. I actually kind of like the camel ones. I hope my wife lets me keep one. But these guys had a lot of fun. And those cozies are going to one of your helpers, right, Taryn? Can you say hi? Good job. So I thought I had this captured, but apparently Taryn's shenanigans threw me off. And we have a new friend in the house. That is Zach. He's a good boy. He's having some dinner. He needed to be rehomed, and I missed Katie. So this guy, in many ways, is very similar. Of course, we can never replace Katie. Zach! Come here, buddy. He's a very friendly cat. Kind of mouthy, usually. But he's done pretty well mingling with the other animals at our homestead. Anyway, our female cats are spayed, and we didn't really want to go through more litters. So when we found out that this little guy needed to be rehomed, it was kind of meant to be, I think. He's, like I said, he's a good boy. I've been told don't rub his tummy, because that makes him angry. But we're good friends. Like all my feline friends, he and I have had to have a little talk about boundaries. We don't appreciate butts and faces. But he's doing really well. Can you say hi, Zach? Can you say hi, Zachy? Say hi. He doesn't feel very talkative right now. He does when I first come out. was having trouble capturing the night sky, and I'm looking in my viewfinder and it's really not doing justice to this either, but I think this will show up a little bit better. Red sky at night, Sailor Delight. And it's been a hot one today, so it's kind of cooling down and feels pretty nice out right now. As I get older, I grow tired of the cold and snow, at least any of it that comes past December. But I really can't think of a more beautiful place than the Midwest in the summertime. I wanted to take just a quick time out because I got the chance to do a podcast with a good friend of mine, and he might be watching. So I wanted to just say that was a lot of fun, Joe. Thank you. I just managed to sell 2 of my arcade machines. I was on the fence on one. A friend of mine, Todd, came over and showed me how to fix up some of the switches on one of them. But I got a call interested in purchasing both of them. And I've been trying to thin out the amount of things that I have, and those 2 machines, while they held good memories, especially when the kids were little, they've been sitting and gathering dust for 2 to 3 years. And the bike builds aren't free, and I have no interest or have done nothing to build like a Patreon to help with those things. So I thought the right thing to do was to let them go. And it's hard to let things go. We kind of, I think, get attached to the way we do things and can get in a rut, and it becomes hard to say goodbye. And so I said goodbye to a couple of friends. We'll see where the future goes. I do enjoy working on the bikes, and I've really enjoyed doing these videos. But I'm probably going to say goodbye to a few more things. And that'll just make it easier to focus on the things that I love. So, if you're struggling with that, don't. Because in reality, the only things that we're able to carry with us, really, in the end, is our memories. So if you have a bunch of things that are no longer contributing to wonderful memories, consider giving them to somebody or giving them up so that somebody else may find memories out of them. This right here is one of the big reasons I love living in the Midwest. There's nothing ever better than corn on the cob. You got T-bones going on and some cottage cheese. Perfect summer meal thanks to my lovely bride. I hope you other fathers out there got to enjoy something somewhat nearly as good as this. It's wonderful. Despite the belief that I am all about beards and hoodies and motorcycles, there is a little bit more to this guy than just that. So this is proof that when I want to, I can clean up. So I came home and I switched clothes like Clark Kent. 3 hours of a play. A lot of fun. Saw lots of great friends that I haven't seen in a while. But 3-hour play, and now I'm off to Lanesboro to hang with some other friends, do a concert, 3 sets. And you might ask, why would you do that to yourself? And my answer is, because I'm an idiot. The good news is, I thought I was going to do two shows this morning, and it only turned into 1, so that's good. So I'm off to head to Lanesboro, and I'm gonna pick up some ginseng tea and honey in hopes that I manage to keep my voice. And I'm gonna rock out on the way. It's a little bit rainy still, which is actually kind of nice because it's been so hot. And I don't have the foggiest idea of when I'm gonna get this week's video out. It'll probably be 2 or 3 in the morning before I get home. So if this shows up late Sunday, which I'm sure it will, or maybe even Monday, I hope you'll forgive me. Talk with you soon. I survived yesterday, and I still have my voice, which is really good. And, you know, I'm reminded, I had such a good time with my friends and making other people happy, and it makes it all worthwhile. Yeah, it gets somewhat stressful, and I just really need to learn not to stack multiple things in one day like that. That said, getting through it also makes today extremely rewarding because I realized the accomplishments that I made yesterday. So today I am going to spend some time video editing, and I've got a few other chores. I still got the bobber build to look at. I've got some additional work to do at the camper, and I've got some additional cleaning and house stuff to do. So I know I'm not going to get to all of them, but I will knock one of the items off the list, and at some point my friend Jim will call and I'll help them to unload all of our instruments. So with everything that's been going on, I think I've earned another vacation. And very shortly, my friend Kurt and I are going to travel Route 66, which is was a bucket list item for me. So I'm excited about that, and can't wait to see that part of Americana. And the 4th is coming up, and you know, last week was Father's Day. I mentioned it in the video description. But a very belated happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there, and have a happy 4th of July. So, with all these things considered, remember to stop and see the beautiful things that are around you every day.